Isn't that what we did?
Speaking of
I
tigers,
think it was Shere Khan.
did you see the new Lion King yet?
I haven't seen it yet because every time I've tried, it's literally been sold out.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw it. I was really into it.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to hate, but I could not.
My friend said that Pumbaa scared him.
Scary Pumbas.
It was like way too realistic for him. He was like,
It was
a
there
legit
was some
warthog.
there was some like definitely you were like they really nailed it with that stuff. You know, though obviously there's certain elements or scenes where you're like, that's like kind of on the whatever, but it was like for the most part it was pretty dope. Well, we got the USB cam going. Turn
around every now and then.
Guys, what does the ceiling at about that time look like?
That's what our ceiling looks like.
Guys, you never knew what the ceiling looked like.
That was
a documentary. That was a small documentary I made about the ceiling in the About That Time studio.
I'm with it. Emmy Award winning doc, by the way.
Hey.
Hi. What a big cat.
That is a big cat. It's a big pussy. I don't even know this cat. I've never met this cat before. That kind of cat kind of looks like the cat that I grew up with. His name was Perry.
Perry?
Perry the cat.
How'd you spell Perry?
Perry.
Perry Rubin?
Well, I don't know that the cat necessarily had the last name of the family, but yeah, Perry Rubin.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think my parents named him after Perry Mason, who was like a TV detective, right?
Yeah.
So that was Perry Mason, the TV detective.
My first pet was a rabbit.
Wow, that's kind of a rare one.
Yeah, and his name was Mikey McNeil.
Did he live in the house, or did he have like a little outdoor situation?
So we had like, in my mom's garage, we had like a situation for him, like a big cage with like a 7-Up bottle that we would freeze water in case if he got hot, he could lay next to that. When my mom was at work, I would bring him in the house.
Was that not supposed to be allowed?
No, it was not allowed.
Were you allowed to take him out in the garage?
Yeah, we played in the garage. We played in the backyard a lot.
Okay.
Mikey, he was a good.
Mikey the bunny.
Good rabbit, and he was named after Mikey, who was the little boy on Look Who's Talking. That was one of my favorite movies at the time. And the way we named him, me and my sister put names in a bowl, and all of my names, she didn't know that, were Mikey. So I'm just like, if he picks one of mine, like, it's gonna be Mikey. And
wait, you wrote it multiple times on multiple pieces of paper?
Oh yeah, all of my pieces of paper, because that's what I wanted.
Commitment to statistical probability.
Yeah, that's really what I wanted. I want his name to be Mikey.
What color was Mikey the rabbit?
Brown.
A little brown rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Did he have like floppy ears, or did he have like the pointy ears?
Pointy ears.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Did you guys get another rabbit after he passed, or was like just that was the one experiment with rabbit petdom?
You know, there's a lot with that. I am just now recently, like within the last few years, finding out what might have really happened to Mikey. I came home from school one day and Mikey was gone. I heard the neighbor behind me, because the neighbor that lived behind us, we didn't really get along because he had dogs. And his dogs would bark at Mikey through the fence when me and Mikey were playing in the backyard. So one day after Mikey went missing, now I don't know if the guy was just being an asshole or what, but he made a mention of rabbit stew, and I ran inside freaking out. And maybe about 3 years ago, I was talking to my mom about something, and she alluded to the fact that she just kind of got rid of Mikey. And I was like, what happened to Mikey? Because I was always under the impression that Mikey ran away, because there was like a little hole in our fence that my sister was supposed to cover, and she did not. And I was under the impression that Mikey ran away. And then my mom kind of alluded to the fact that Mikey may not have ran away all on his own.
Uh-oh.
And then when I was like, what'd you say? She completely changed the subject.
Wow.
Don't want to talk about this anymore.
Wow. Guys, bunnies die. You know, you have to learn about life and death as a child, and sometimes owning a pet is the way to do that. We have a moment of silence for Mikey.
Is there a rabbit critter or?
No, I don't think we've ever had a rabbit. But we could I don't know if we want to resurrect Mikey the rabbit. I mean, all right, rest in peace, you know?
Another pet that I had that I was really close to was my goldfish, Sharky.
Sharky the goldfish.
Because Sharky lasted for 2 years. That's
pretty good.
That's
for goldfish,
long for
isn't
goldfish.
It? Yeah.
And we would do Clarence.
We
would do weird shit. I was a very strange kid. I would walk Sharky. I would
walking the cat.
Walking my fish.
I mean, walking the fish.
I would put his bowl in my wheelbarrow, and we would walk down the street to the park. Like, I remember Sharky's funeral, there were at least 5 of my friends in attendance.
5 of your friends in attendance, walking Sharky down the street.
Yeah.
Now, how does one walk a goldfish?
I would put his fish tank, because it was only like maybe this big. I'd put his fish tank in my red wagon wheelbarrow.
This is kind of an idyllic childhood you're
and
presenting to me. The red wagon, the bunny rabbit.
Fairfield, California, borderline Napa and Bay Area, baby. That's how we do it.
I like that. I'm ready for a visit.
Hey.
In the red wagon.
Please. The ghost of Sharky is in there, but...
Ghost of Sharky, red wagon life.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty special.
Yeah. And now it's just me and Rolo.
I know. It's what happens in life, you know. You just sometimes got to keep going on your own.
You know, you understand.
But you got Rolo, and Rolo's love is real.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. That's my guy right there.
How long have you guys been together now?
September 30th will be 7 years that we've been together.
That's a real relationship.
Yeah.
That's a real relationship.
Yeah, it's common law marriage now.
Actually, so. What is the deal with a common law marriage? That means you've cohabitated long enough where you get the benefits.
I think so.
Like you can visit someone in the hospital or something like that.
Like next of kin.
Rolo is your next. Rolo's your next of kin.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
He got this.
Had you trained for dog ownership for a long time before you got Rolo?
No, I have always wanted a dog my whole life. My sister had a dog before I was on this planet, and I guess she didn't take care of it, so my mom was like, no more dogs. So it wasn't until I got out of college that I got Rolo, and yeah, I took it very seriously. Like, we did the whole PetSmart training course where we're not only training your dog, we're training you.
Well, you do have to be a certain type of person to understand how to approach the animal.
That's my guy right there.
Give them the context they need to be the best doggy they can be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He does tricks.
What are his favorite tricks?
If you say pound it, he will get on his hind legs and hit you with one of these.
No way.
Yeah.
How hard was that to train him to do that?
Well, I would put a treat right here, and I would just do that and then I would take it away eventually. Yeah.
And then you would just be tricking poor Rolo.
Well, yeah.
It happens. I mean, that's the way dog training works, though, right? It's
right.
like put a treat until they get it.
Right.
And then if they don't...
That's his favorite, though. Pound it. That's his shit. He can dance.
Pound it, Rolo.
Mm-hmm.
Pound it. Now, we should talk about something, Kalia, and I'm glad that we actually have these couple minutes. You have this comedy special. You were featured on a new Amazon Prime comedy show.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
It's a show on Amazon Prime called Laugh After Dark.
Okay.
I am in the second season of that show on the 12th episode. The way that came about, they shoot here in LA. They shot the first season last year. It was a great season. And I honestly, I don't know. There's certain things I don't just put myself out there for. I did not audition for Laugh After Dark. I honestly originally was not super interested. Didn't know. Because at the end of the day, like, my heart is still in acting.
Right.
But the girl who...
You can't help that you're funny as fuck.
I can't help it. But the girl who runs it reached out to me and she's like, I really want you to be on this season. Like, please show up. Da, 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 da. And the rest was history. It's great. It's a great episode. I'm great. Ronaldo Evans is also on the show. He is great.
And everyone has Amazon Prime, basically, so there's no excuse not to watch it.
If you don't, shoot me a message. I have a week left on my 30-day free trial.
30 days free of Amazon Prime.
Don't judge me.
I mean, there's only like 50% of the U.S. population that has Amazon Prime. I'll add you to my family account, my family plan. Kalia, you're getting on my family plan. You have an Amazon Prime comedy special that qualifies you to be on the Rubin family Amazon Prime account.
so many emotions. First we talked about Nike, and now you're telling me something like that?
I know, it's real. That's real. That's a very deep level when you share an Amazon Prime account. I mean, Amazon Prime is good though, you know, like you get something fast, you can kind of like mindlessly just click and buy.
Oh yeah, no,
stuff.
Amazon is dangerous, period. Like I got a message from them today, like the item that you put on your wish list like a year ago is now on sale, and I'm like,
they know so much.
I need this. It was a wireless mic, which I do actually need, so I might get that.
So are you going to become like that comic that shows up with their own mic and like the sound guy, and you're like, actually
not yet. I just need the wireless mics for the shows that I run, because I do them in so many different venues. At this point, it's just easier for me to already have the mic. That way I can just plug it into the sound system and go. But no, I'm not that comic yet. I have come across a few comics like that.
Well, because you know Snoop has like the Snoop mic,
but he's
right?
Snoop.
He's true, but you're Kalia. You know, you could like have like a little bedazzling maybe on the.
I should bedazzle
on the wireless
I could bedazzle it.
I'm gonna bedazzle my mic.
I'm bedazzling this mic.
Yeah, we can bedazzle these mics. Yeah, we're lacking bedazzlement, I would say, in general.
That's the real issue with the show.
Lacking bedazzlement. Well, I mean, Caprice, our producer, helps bedazzle the screen.
Oh, absolutely. No, the screen
click.
be bedazzled AF.
We bedazzle here, we bedazzle there.
We
Guys, we're very excited.
Everywhere.
We're about to have a wonderful moment. Come on in, guys. We're already live.
Yo!
It's all good. What's going on, sir? Nice to see you again.
How are you? Nice to meet you. No, we hugging, we fam.
Here, you guys are.
Come around this way. It might be easier for you. Oh. Oh, we're hugging
we're
everybody.
set.
Come on over. We're hugging. How you doing?
Hey now.
Good to see you.
I like your sweatshirt.
Oh, thank you. You know what? When I was thinking of the wardrobe, I said I think she'll rock with this, so I'm wearing this.
Guys, make yourselves at home
Yeah,
right
please
here.
come on
I'm
this
gonna
way.
move so you guys can get situated.
Cool.
Dudley is over there.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's a family affair.
How's your day?
We lost Dudley.
Oh, we just got out the car from Vegas.
What?
I mean, I'm not a stalker, but I saw your story. I was like, where are they coming from? I just saw desert. That's okay, so that makes sense now.
I was trying to say I got receipts so everybody knows.
It's legit. It's legit.
Yeah,
No
for
excuses
sure.
needed. You guys were on the road,
Right on.
coming from Vegas. You guys,
So,
you guys are based in Vegas now.
yes.
How's that treating you?
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's good food in Vegas, and there's a lot of stuff going on.
There's a gang of food in Vegas.
That's how I feel. Like I kind of went through a phase where I like hated. I was like, I'm not going. Period. I'm done with this. I had a very dark experience. I cannot lie. I was with some close friends. We were there for a couple of days on a long weekend. And do you know the hotel that is shaped like a pyramid, the Luxor?
Oh
Yeah,
the creepy joint.
We were walking through there late at night, and somebody killed themselves by jumping off the inside of the pyramid while we were there.
Yeah, see that's.
And that was like pretty. I was just like,
That'll do it.
That's not like the land of fun.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's not not lighthearted.
Nah.
So it took me maybe a year or two before I was even open to like chilling again in Vegas.
Sure.
And like now I figured out how to do like not on the strip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I discovered Chinatown. Like the Chinatown in Vegas is amazing. Like,
Really?
That food is incredible.
They are cooking crazy. They're cooking up a storm.
Vegas Chinatown.
It's
and that
real
was
authentic, like real.
unbelievable. Cause also, we were there with Snoop actually to film an interview because in Chinatown, what's the boxer's gym that's there?
I don't know the name of it, but I know
Floyd Mayweather's gym.
Yeah, the Money Team.
The Money Team gym is in Chinatown in Vegas.
Oh,
and so we
okay,
went there to shoot an interview with Snoop, and then I was like, wait a minute. Let's go check these Chinese restaurants out. And I was like, this food is incredible.
Yeah.
So now that I've got my off-the-strip hotel Chinatown food game on, I'm back.
You're
I'm
good.
back.
And then
I'm
you
back
win
into
money
the
too.
Vegas.
Like Dudley will tell you, like when you off the strip, you win money. You're gonna be.
Oh, yeah, no. What is it? Fremont?
Yeah, all
That's
of that.
where I've won. I've never won on the strip. I've hit on Fremont.
Oh yeah.
You have to have patience.
All right, guys. Now we're live. Mary Jane, Snoop Dogg TV, guys. We're chilling here. We're very excited today. We've got some good friends in the building. We're going to spark one up, guys. We've been waiting on you. You usually spark at 420.
Do it.
But, you know, Talia and I have been hanging out, having fun. We're checking in with the crowd. We could even roll an intro, maybe. Should we roll an intro? We put one in the air, make it official. I'm gonna do that intro real quick.
This is live?
Yes,
Yeah, we're live.
it's about that time.
Mary Jane, good afternoon, and welcome once again to About That Time. Sometimes we're excited, sometimes we're ecstatic, but today we are overwhelmed with joy. We are joined by two of the most innovative and intelligent artists in music today, Mr. Dudley Perkins, Miss Georgia Ann Muldrow. They have an amazing new record out right now. It is called Black Love and War. You need to listen to it. Put it in your earballs. Do it up. Guys, thank you so much for making it through. Welcome
you
to
for
About That
having us,
Time.
y'all.
Yeah,
Here we are. You know, from Vegas. You guys trucked it out. We were just talking about Vegas. Talking about Vegas Chinese food.
Yes.
It's good stuff.
It's
You
some
guys like
some
living out
spots
there?
are. They got some good spots.
You got to know how to find your spot. Get out of the craziness.
Yeah.
Right?
There's a lot of actually there's a lot of good restaurants. It's Vegas.
They got everything.
Yeah,
That's
a
right.
lot of
They
good food.
basically
That's right.
took New York and LA and they just hit reissue on basically all the
Pretty
stuff.
much.
You know?
Uh-huh.
But out there you could win some money.
Yeah. Do you guys ever get into the gambling at all?
This guy right here, he's official.
Oh yeah, what's your game?
Keno.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he official.
King of Keno?
I'm King Keno. That's my
I'm
name.
trying to tell y'all he official. I'm trying to
Let
tell
me
you.
find out. You got tips and tricks?
My last big one was 7,500.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then every other time it's like 400. Sometimes I go in the morning just so I can have $500 that day. You know, I play like $60 to get $500. But you gotta have patience and you gotta scout around for certain machines that are kind of loose.
Okay.
And
When
they
you
don't-
say
and-
loose, what do you mean?
It hit.
Okay.
And it'll constantly hit. Like the next day you come back, you can hit. You know, like it'll hit a bunch. It'll constantly hit while you're playing.
Yeah.
You know, some machines won't at all. They just suck you dry real fast. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Especially if you put 20s in. You keep putting 20s in, it suck the machine.
Yeah.
The machine will suck the
Yeah.
20s out. You know, but if you put 5s, 10s, 1s, and switch it up a little bit, you know, you mess
Yeah.
with the machine's mind.
Yeah.
It don't hurt to tap it a little bit either.
What's the key to spotting a machine that's ready to go?
Somebody who was sitting there for like hours on one machine.
Right, warming it up for you.
Okay. That's why folks just be waiting around when I be losing. That's what they wait for. Okay.
And the best thing is when soon as you sit down and you hit, and the dude's across looking at you like, oh man.
You already sat there
Right.
for 2
Yeah.
hours. Yeah,
Oh,
it happens.
man.
So I'm not totally up on Keno. Like, how does the Keno game work?
It's like bingo.
Oh, it's just like bingo.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they
it's
call
a
the
lot like
number, and if
bingo.
you got the number, then it
And
works.
it's random numbers. It's super random. But sometimes the machines are loose, you know? And I think it goes with your spirit.
If you're there, if you're ready to win, you win.
Like sometimes you be upset, like I'm losing, and you'll keep losing. Sometimes you don't care, and you be hyped, and you turn around, and usually when you look away, it hits.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But you
Now,
know.
do you have a favorite
Taking
casino?
notes.
I don't really go to casinos. I go to little bars.
Oh yeah, because it's Vegas, everyone's got that
Yeah.
going
Casinos
on.
are like full of crap because they're more like they're so big of a company.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they got to stay in business. So they robbing everybody who come in there.
That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, on the strip,
Guys,
they keep the
if
lights
you
on.
didn't know it, Vegas is robbing you. That's an important lesson.
See, I used
right
to date
now.
a chick from Vegas, and she every time we would go together, she was like, you know, we'll go to the strip just so you can take your pictures. But anytime like I would want to go to the casino, she would like either take me to Fremont or we would go to the station casinos,
Yeah.
like the ones.
Yeah,
kinda-
that's
what
awesome.
they're-
Those are
Yeah.
better ones.
Those are
Yeah,
better.
Yeah.
and every
Fremont
time
Street,
I
yeah.
always hit, and I hope I don't jinx myself. I'm telling these people this, but whenever you drive into Vegas, that right before you get to Vegas, the roller coaster spot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Prams?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I always hit there. I
See?
stop there before I would get into Vegas, and I put some gas in the car, and then there's a one machine. I'm not
I'm
going to
glad
tell
to
y'all
know
which
that.
one it is.
That's right.
I put $20 in there, and I have never gotten less than $200 back.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes. And it was, the way I found it was, we were leaving Vegas.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, let's stop here to gas up.
Yeah.
There was the little casino in there. So I'm like, all right, let's play a little bit. And I had
never been
$5 left. I put $5 in the thing, and I just did max bet. And I was just like, oh my God.
It
Can we
happens
go
like
back?
that.
Killing.
Like, but yeah, that's, random little, again, off the strip, but, random little spot.
Dude, I won 800 this morning before we got
Get out of
did.
here.
He sure
Damn,
did.
luck is in the building right
He sure
now.
did. He's a lucky man.
I got kids.
I'll tell you like that.
I heard that.
I like
The
that.
rap
I
music
like
don't
that.
make no money for me. Shit.
Those Spotify streams.
You know what I'm saying?
Spotify streams, they doing it. It happens. It happens. So what inspired you guys to move out to Vegas?
Cheap rent.
Cheap rent.
And
You
family,
can
family.
live out there.
Yeah, pretty much.
And there's a lot of stuff going on.
If you wanted to.
Right. But you can keep it chill as well, right?
Yeah, I keep it chill. You know what I'm saying? We stay at home kind of like.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have a staycay and go to the strip
It's
and
good
get a
for
hotel
that.
or something.
Yeah, I could see
That's
that.
kind of nice. You can pop because a weekday deal at a Vegas hotel, you can stay
Killing.
top end for like nothing.
Yeah, if you catch it, yeah, you can. You can get 4 stars for like $80 sometimes. If you're
That's
lucky.
right.
That's good living right there. Now, do you guys get out into nature at all? Because it's kind of near the desert too, right?
The whole area is nature.
Yeah, where we
Bugs
live.
and scorpions and moths and locusts and roaches. They call them water bugs out there. They're
Okay.
just giant roaches.
That's like
Okay.
a euphemism. That's to make it sound less nasty than a
I don't
roach.
think they're nasty.
A water bug.
Oh, it's just a water bug.
And they bite.
A biting water
Really?
bug?
Yeah, they'll bite you if they get you. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
good
That
night.
sounds
Ancient
brutal.
roaches.
And they fly.
Flying, biting water bugs, guys. That's brutal.
So if you have no
That's
screen,
true
if
wildlife.
you don't have no screen on your window and you leave your window open at night, they're gonna fly in there. And usually they come in too deep. You know,
Well, like a
that's
little-
when you got to vacate the room and lock them in the room and figure it out later how you get them out.
Right.
You know, because there's some nasty things. Man.
Yeah, they got a whole strategy. The two of them kind of like
They have the
Figure it out.
eyes of a cat,
eyes of a
Oh my
cat,
God.
the teeth of a tiger.
teeth of a dog, a tiger.
Now, speaking of dogs, we were just talking about Rolo earlier,
My dog.
Kalia's dog. Do you guys
Your dog
have?
named Rollo?
Rolo,
Oh,
yeah.
Tell Rolo to yourself.
Hey, Rollo.
Do you guys? I know you guys have kids. Do you guys have pets as well?
Yes.
What kind of animals do you guys keep?
A dog.
All right. What's your dog's name?
His name's Krishna.
Krishna own
Krishna.
Perkins.
I like that. That's a very nice name. Does he live up to the name? Is he pretty chill kind of peace
He
sharing
act
dog?
bad.
He
but
old
we-
now,
he-
so now he chill.
Yeah,
but
he
Nothing
act
like
bad.
oldness can help you
Yeah.
out with
he's
that.
still crazy though.
He's
Yeah.
filled with love though, so you can't be mad. You can't stay mad at Krishna, even though he be just marking up the living room.
Dogs are dope.
But he's so full of love.
Did you bring him with you to LA?
Oh no.
Oh, he
His
doesn't
back's
travel.
messed up, so
Yeah.
travel to
Yeah,
LA.
he got
Somebody
like-
kicked him in the neighborhood. or
Yeah.
something.
What?
Yeah.
That's a violation.
And
Good.
I don't know who it
Wow.
is though. I be trying to find it so I can kick their dog.
see, okay, that make okay. You just answered my question then, because I was literally like, how is that person?
He got
still
out one day.
around?
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Because I would lose it.
Yeah, he
I lost
he got
it on
out and I
PetSmart
found him in
once.
Yeah.
somebody's backyard soaking wet. Next day, he was messed up. You know what I'm saying?
X-rays, everything.
What?
We
That shit was
did.
expensive
Yeah.
too. Like,
Yo,
damn,
if
he
you
just put him down, huh?
if you kicked Krishna, listen,
Yeah.
I'm
thumbs
kicking
down.
your ass,
You's
bro.
a motherfucker. I'm at my son rob you when I find out who the fuck you is.
And then you're gonna take that money and go play Keno with it, and
Boom,
like
and
apparently
hit.
like 8x,
appreciate
10x
the
on that
backup.
money, man.
Oh man,
We're doing it out here now, guys. I want to make sure we take a second to talk about the record because it's totally amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Actually, it just came out a couple days ago. Everyone is checking it. There's a lot of people talking about it online, giving it really worthy acclaim. You guys have collaborated on a lot of music over the years. Was this record similar to previous projects, or was there something that made this one different?
I mean, it's always a message. You know what I'm saying? Always trying to help and reach out to people with the music. But this one was more. We felt a little more focused, I guess. You know, it just felt better. We've been doing it so long. It wasn't as
Yeah.
hard. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
Yes, right.
And you could tell it's a little clearer and it's a lot of, you know, the concepts are direct and to the point, not too much abstractness. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Hardly any.
Right.
You know? We ain't got time for that right now. We at war.
Exactly.
We got no time for no abstract music right now.
Got to keep it to the point.
Yeah, so people can understand, and pass it on, feel inspired.
We already got our first argument with it. They tried.
Yeah.
Bandcamp's trying to ban us
Ban you? What
Yeah.
over what?
because certain concepts, certain things I said in the record.
Wow, Bandcamp
it
is
got
trying
into
to
that
ban
Yeah.
the G&D record.
And we worked with them for years. I mean, we
Yeah,
worked
so
with them
they were
so
supposed to
long.
post it on the front page this morning, but they sent a big long letter saying why they can't support it no more and all this. You know, so Bandcamp. Freedom
That's
of speech, huh?
That is a little bit crazy because I also feel like kind of times have changed. Like
Fuck Bandcamp. But I'm still gonna get my money off y'all motherfuckers. Y'all could delete me if you want to. Gives a fuck. I'll sell out the trunk.
it's true. Now,
Okay.
how do you guys feel about that? Because you've been making music for a long time, and the temperature of audiences has also shifted over time. What do you guys feel about that? How does that feel to be banned off of a platform that is allegedly supporting independent music?
Well, it bugs me because if you go on there, the word nigga is used about 1 billion times on there.
I swear. to God.
Supported, used. all kind of rape, misogyny, racism's on there. Every kind of song is allowed. Everything is allowed. But they, for some reason, picked out some silly stuff that I said. It's not silly what I said. It's actually facts. Pure
That's
fact.
all.
I mean, you can Google it, you know. I wasn't going, I know I spoke on abortion. And I know a lot of people have mixed emotions about it. I spoke on it because in the Google, in America's Google, it says the #1 killer of humans. It says that.
No,
Abortion.
it does not.
Yeah. I mean, you can Google that anywhere. Probably not this year, because right now it's terrorism, American terrorism. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
It does tend to come
but
back
it says
to
that, and I just spoke on that. Not to say nothing.
He was reading off stats in the
some people had got that done, some haven't. But I was saying that is why, if you want to check why, they call it gentrification. I call it there's just less blacks on Earth right now. We've been being killed off, like on some crazy rate, killing ourselves off, being killed off, through the health, through whatever. There's like an agenda going on, so they call it gentrification.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, there's just less blacks around right now. And that's not a good thing, because in abortions do a majority of that, because it gives a young lady access to get rid of the baby and stuff like that. I maybe shouldn't be talking about that stuff. Let them. But
say what you say. I say.
But it wasn't. It wasn't to hurt nobody.
Yeah, that's
when
what I'm saying. Like, think about what you say.
I just said it as a fact.
Right.
Like fact check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like,
and then I said retarded religions.
And that's what really got.
Wow.
Ain't that deep?
So you cannot be anti-religion and release music.
But you can
on
have
Bandcamp?
demonic music. You can have Satan worshiping music on Bandcamp.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Like, my thing is like,
religion's retarded. I mean, there's so many like black metal, like Satan worshiping.
you feel what I'm saying?
Every kind of thing is said in the music on Bandcamp.
But to me, I feel like it was something different. I think it was more of a question of fragility, and because the whole record we going in about how we feel, to be living here as Africans in America, we going in about that, and sometimes the vibe can get fragile if people ain't keeping it 100.
Yeah.
So it's easier to get somebody like, instead of seeing the whole record about what it's really for, they gonna get caught up in like one word. You said retarded religion, and we're talking about our people dying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're talking about being under siege daily. Mm-hmm. Just for being naturally who we are, like however we are, but it don't even matter because we're us. And so that's my things. Like, when people go intersectionality, and it's like such a nice catchphrase, but then they fail to apply it.
That's
how I
just
feel.
shocking to me.
I'm truly shocked. So is the record not available at all?
Well, no, it's available. Please,
They just can't promote it.
Please believe
They
that.
said that they might not take it off of the Bandcamp, but they're not going to promote it.
Right.
Oh.
They said they
gotcha.
can't have nothing to do with that.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, for real, huh?
Wow. That's
Wow.
really shocking.
it don't shock me.
Took that freedom of speech away, huh?
We've been through this a lot. I think that we have faith in this record because we put our foot in it, and we gave it all that we had. But really, for a lot of years before, artists like Kendrick was dropping their stuff and like that, we've been talking about this stuff, and people don't even want to associate, because they go like, oh no, y'all might say some crazy stuff.
I mean, literally,
So this ain't, this is just like the first taste of
to this point.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So getting this kind of respect for the record is like, okay, that's kind of cool. Because
feel
finally,
it.
there's some
Yeah,
kind of
it's kinda-
respect we get right now.
Yeah.
But usually we just like, boom, we put it on vinyl so they know we was thinking 50 years from now.
It's true.
But we expected somebody, some flags to be. I thought there was going to be a bunch of them. A lot of people is going to be tripping off the record because there's some things being said on there.
Yeah.
But it's truth. It's facts,
Well, to George's point, you guys are keeping it very 100, and I think that's one of the most beautiful things about
And
the
we've
album.
been doing that. Like,
That's what I feel
album
like
after
you're
album after album. Now you're checking this out. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
like, I'm like, man.
Let them kill me. Oh, man, there's a whole
Oh, Lord. No,
catalog
no, don't die.
of mess. You know what I'm saying? That'll spark a
Please
whole
don't die.
revolution.
Yeah,
It's
true.
Real talk, man.
It's true. It's true. Now, guys, we do a segment here on About That
As
Time.
I'm smoking weed.
We call
Yes,
we
it
call
is
it
very
Post It
good.
Up. We say take some pictures from your social media. You guys tell us the story about the behind the photo.
Okay.
It's not too difficult. The first photo, we have one of you, Dudley. You're posted up in a vehicle.
Wait, zoom in on. Can we zoom in on that?
Okay, we'll get a little zoom action. It's a food truck kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I think. What's going on?
Oh
here?
snap! That's
my partner, my buddy, Chase Infinite.
Mm-hmm.
That's his food truck. He owns
Yes.
a coffee shop and a food truck.
Oh, what a proud moment was
Haroon.
that?
It's called Haroon Coffee. It's in
It's
Lamert
over
Park.
in Lamert.
In
Yeah.
Lamert Park.
They do once a month. They have a Nipsey book club
Yes.
over there. My friend was just there on Sunday.
Wow, that's
the,
great.
the guy who owns it, Chase, he's like super community oriented.
wonderful.
Yeah.
He's wonderful, man. They
And he lived around the corner. He stayed right in the neighborhood.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I know exactly where you're talking
Yeah.
about. I was
Yeah.
looking to do a show in there. Very
right
interesting.
on.
Okay.
Yeah, they got a
He's a
gallery
crazy
inside
guy.
of
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, and then
I didn't know he had a food truck.
Oh man, they
Hard
do
to
it
hit.
all. When I tell you they do it all, they do it all.
Oh, look at that. We even rolled the
Or-
second one. We don't have to go in this minute.
And they got good coffee
whatever.
too.
That
Yeah, I was
coffee,
actually going to
tea?
ask. Are you guys big coffee drinkers?
I'm a tea
used to be.
junkie.
A tea junkie? What is your tea? What's in your tea selection, Georgia?
Oh man, what be there at Haroon? That dandelion nettle, clean you out.
Dandelion nettle,
Oh
huh?
man, it's
Okay.
like iced pot liquor. You could just, it's just so good. It's so good.
Mm.
It's such a good and you feel healthy and you feel like. Yeah, man, that's why I got glowing. You know what I'm saying? Because the teas,
Got the good
'cause
teas.
Haroon,
You're
like
heading over
that.
there straight from here.
Yeah.
I wish.
You gotta stay on top of the tea game. That's
Probably
the thing.
tomorrow.
Now, do you do
He loved coffee. He loved coffee.
now a lot of caffeine? Do you do multiple? Are you multiple cups a day? Keep it going.
No,
or?
I slowed down because it started making my stomach hurt.
Yeah,
all the time.
it's bad for your stomach for sure.
And I was doing it because we was driving back and forth to LA and Vegas all the time, so I would always drink a bunch of coffee to stay awake. But I was like, forget that. Just every once in a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not good on your stomach.
yeah, that's true. It's not as gentle as the nettle tea.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's what it is. But do you drink tea at home as well?
yes.
Do you-
Yes.
Can you get the nettle tea to go or like
No,
in a
that-
bag? That's their thing.
You got to go to Haroon.
Got it.
They have a proprietary blend of everything. Like if you want to smell good, they have a blend for that. If you want to look good, they got like clothes that's only there. It's like
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
they're
they make
incredible.
clothes, too, man.
Yeah, they dress me up for a video for it. Like they awesome. They do it all. But like for me, like our studio is in our kitchen, and so the water machine's right there with the hot water button right there.
Oof, that's
So
good
I
living.
could just Egyptian licorice tea.
All right.
I love that one so much.
Gets it
And
in the
perfect
zone.
energy tea.
Wow.
What do you think the? What do you think the? What do
Let me
you?
stop. Let me get a bottle.
What do you think the? If this record had a specific tea blend, what would you say was the tea blend that most influenced this record?
Oh yeah, you know you got that chicory. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
It'd be
There's a
Earl
lot of
Grey.
chicory. Yeah, there's some
Earl
black
Grey.
tea.
Okay,
chicory.
okay.
All right.
You know that cinnamon husk.
English
you know what I mean?
breakfast.
Earthy. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
Seriously, but then a flash of that mint, a flash of that nettle. Yeah, look at me all hype.
That's a good mix. I mean, like we all have to get hype on something, and tea is a legit thing to get hype about.
Tea junkie.
Yeah, it's what happens. Guys, we have another picture from Posted Up. You guys are making beautiful music together. Sometimes
that's
you're making
dope.
beautiful music in the kitchen. Sometimes you're making beautiful music on stage. What's going on in this pic?
I was telling her, where's my other hat at?
And I said, I don't know.
I think it was in London right there. No.
Yeah, it's London.
Why am I behind the turntables?
I don't know. I think we. Oh, that might have been when we sung a cappella.
I can't remember.
Yeah, we be duetting though. That's these are the things I really like about you.
Yeah.
Either that one or Flowers.
So good. Now, duetting in London sounds kind of swaggy. Do you guys enjoy visiting London?
Yeah.
What do you have like a list of things you like to make sure you get into when you're out there?
Just visit old friends.
Brixton.
Yeah.
Brixton.
Try to get to Brixton and hang out for a little bit.
We
you know
love
what I'm saying?
Brixton.
But we got a lot of friends out there. So.
Yeah.
Cause we lived out there for like 3 months.
Yeah.
In
Oh, okay.
Brixton for a while.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So how have you gone out there for this record already?
For G&D, no, we gotta get out there.
Well, we've been there this year, though.
We've been there this year. That's right.
They're ready for more. They've heard the music. They want to hear it live for sure. Speaking of hearing it live, we have another picture from Posted Up. Georgia, you're definitely letting loose in this picture. That is a good performance there. What's going on in this pic?
I'm in the Simulant ensemble right now. I'm in Denim World. This was in Washington D.C. at the Tiny Desk, and Dudley's sitting right over. He's sitting right over here. And yeah, that was fun. we really tried to ruin the moment, with reality. And it was really fun to do that. Just to sing, I think we sung a few joints. And then we also sung a duet there too, Dudley. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we tried to really ruin the moment and be as like the least bit respectable as we could. And really just bring some different conversations there, So that was really fun.
It looks like a good time. Yeah. It looks like a good time.
Yeah, we had a good time. We had a good time.
Speaking of a good time, the next picture seems a little bit confusing. Maybe too good of a time was had. I'm not sure, but someone I think maybe got
the mood of the day.
A little trippy here. What's going on in this pic?
There's a whole lot of love. The eyes of love. That's Dudley, the father, up in the upper right corner, and Nokwade, our son. That's if you could see the inside of him, that's definitely how he look on the inside. The world ain't ready for Kwade.
Yeah,
eyeballs.
Yeah, man.
He sees it all.
Yeah, man.
Pretty much. That's a little Buddha man.
Yeah, he's our referee.
He really? How does he referee you guys?
Peaceful energy. He's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, he gives us tips for living.
There we go. Through the mouths of babes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you learn a lot.
He walks around with the staff.
Wow.
Yeah.
And does he make declarations?
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're gonna
remind him of a past life in the 1920s.
Wow.
And the staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good brother.
There we go. There we go.
That's good living right there. Now, parenthood is obviously a really interesting challenge for a lot of folks. You guys are also artists, and those are things that are very hard to balance. What have been some of the most challenging lessons you guys have learned from parenthood?
Lessons we learned in parenthood. But we're still learning, I guess.
Every day. You're never going to stop learning.
It's something new every day,
Yeah.
But you learn lessons in love and protection.
Yes.
A little bit, you know what I'm saying? You learn about how to handle your family a little bit more year after year. You just get better at it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I remember rough times. Now it's kind of cool because we got the hang of it a little bit.
Totally. But that takes a minute.
Yeah.
Does it ever get in the way of the creative process? Like you guys are really having a moment and then you got to be a parent?
Yeah, life is life.
It can, yeah. But we try not to let it. But, sometimes kids going through problems and stuff, they bring it home. So it's like when the energy's not there, you just really ain't in a creative zone. You got to really deal with the family and stuff like that.
Totally. Now, you mentioned that the studio is in the kitchen right now. Has the studio, or has it been traditionally where you guys like to set the studio up is in the kitchen?
This is brand new.
This place inspired this kitchen studio hybrid?
Yeah.
How has it been working out?
No, it's cool. I mean, people, when they come over, they don't have to go up in our room and record anymore. Maybe the house is a studio.
Totally.
There's a studio upstairs, too. There's 2 studios actually at the house, so.
Yeah. I think what we've been doing lately is incorporating instruments into, like percussion so that the kids can be a part of the studio.
Nice.
So, they don't have to plug in nothing. They just can get into the music.
Oh, that's fun.
Making, get grooving, get
so they're
jamming.
into it, too?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
You got your own percussion section. You don't have to even call anyone up.
You know what I'm saying?
In-house percussion.
Yeah,
right.
man. Serious. And it's really it's brought good vibes to the studio for me. Because, every time we shift the space, it takes a minute for me to warm up to it. But now it's cool. I like it. I think it's dope. Be cooking up.
Yeah.
In the kitchen.
Making tea, chilling with the family.
Yeah.
Cooking food.
Cooking food. Oh, yeah, I wanted to talk about cooking food a little bit, actually.
He's a gifted chef.
Last time we were hanging, Dudley, we were kind of breaking down on the vegan burgers.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of famous for your vegan hamburger.
Yeah, it's real. It's real.
I'm not even
amongst
making this
friends
up.
and family.
Yeah, those who know, guys. Those who know, I guess
it's
is the best way to say that.
Yeah.
So how did you get into, what is the state of the vegan burger right now? Why don't you put me up on the game?
Well, now it's clowning the beef industry.
It's true.
Because it tastes good. They got meats now that taste similar to real hamburgers. In fact, even better. Because if I remember hamburgers, they had a little irony taste, a little blood taste to them or something.
Right.
The vegan meats like Impossible Burger and Beyond Burgers and stuff have no that don't have that. It's just like a pure charred kind of protein kind of thing, you know.
We've entered a new flavor era, if you
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
It made it fair for vegans. You know, we can go get a burger now.
I know.
And it'd be a good burger too. You know,
Totally.
depends. Some people do it whack, but
It's parody. Have you had the Burger King Impossible Burger?
Yes.
almost every day last week.
I was gonna say, I just had
All
a friend who
right.
said
So
it was really
is that
good.
getting that's getting
Yeah,
that's
today.
getting a
Actually,
cosign.
today.
You guys ate.
We
no,
had one
guys,
today.
can I share a secret with you guys?
Oh,
I
okay.
also ate an Impossible Whopper today.
What you think?
Well, it's Burger King. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
It's there's maximum quality at Burger King. Is
Yeah.
it's still fucking Burger
But
King.
it's
Yeah.
the Burger King
it-
flavor. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
it's your
That's-
it's a
That
satisfying
sugar
experience,
is
no
hella
less.
sugar.
Plus, also you feel better about the fact that you're not eating meat. There's something about the meat that comes out of that industrial system that just
It
can't make you feel
it got
good.
people in it.
Ugh. I mean, at
I really
best,
believe
at best
that,
it
man.
has people
I
in
really
it.
believe that the meat industry puts chopped up humans in their food, man. They've been
Mercy.
caught so many times over the years.
Mercy.
You know,
That's serious.
I believe that McDonald's was created for that.
McDonald's was created to process humans into
Look how spooky
beef
it is.
patties.
Look how spooky McDonald's is.
It's a little spooky.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
At
yeah.
night.
Even
Wow.
even the
Oh.
ad campaigns.
It was him. He
Yeah.
was
That's-
actually
That's Sasha J, the dancing skeleton.
a Big Mac.
That's what that guys. You eat a Big Mac, you may get resurrected as a glowing
But that's
skeleton.
nothing. That's not new news. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
old ancient news. You know, I heard one of the stories is that you know, during solstice times and stuff, all the missing kids and stuff get sent somewhere, chopped up and sent to the fast food restaurants. You know, this is an old story. My mom used to tell me that. You know what
For
I'm saying?
real? Your mom told you that?
Now when you get older, you do research. Like, hey,
Say,
man,
what's really going
you
on?
know, and why is people so attracted to that meat at McDonald's? You know what I'm saying? A dog, when it tastes blood of a human, what does it do? It gets wild. It really don't want the taste of nothing else anymore. You got to kind of put it down because it's going to try to eat humans all the time.
They must put it in the fillet.
It's
of
one. Of,
fish
it's
too.
supposedly
That's what I get.
supposedly
wow.
it's one of the best meats
That's
on
crazy.
earth. Human meat. so
I have never.
so
I've never.
I'm talking
eaten-
crazy. I'm just
But
trying
no,
to.
but hey, but something to grow on though, something to think on though.
Heck
That's
yeah.
true.
But just don't trust anything that used to be alive coming from somebody else. You can't trust it. You know what I'm saying? You can't trust the grocery stores and that packaged meat. First of all, you look at the packaged meat and it's pink and red and all that. Do you really think dead flesh stays red like that? You got to be crazy. So that's food
right.
coloring already. That's probably poisonous to you. You know, so because they got to doctor up the meat to make it look cool. You know what I'm saying? Because you're eating rotten dead flesh with nothing in it. There's no protein in there. There's no vitamins in there. There's nothing but death in there.
That's right.
That's why when people eat a
That's
lot of
real
it,
talk.
what happens?
Yeah,
Death
Right.
is coming soon.
Right back.
it's gonna happen.
There's no
Right
way in the
back
world
there.
you could just eat a ton of beef and not die.
That's real.
Because you are what you eat. Meat is dead.
Guys, you are what you eat. That's very real talk. We have one more photo from Posted Up tonight, guys. This is beautiful. A beautiful image. Tell us more about this.
It's a green alien.
Yes.
Now, my homie Tokyo did that for a record, Georgia's record, called Vueto 2, for Mellow Music Group. And his name's Tokyo. He's the artist. He done a lot of work for us back in the days, like way back. And now he does a lot of art for a lot of artists right now. He's like popping when it comes to album covers. He's the man.
Reasonably so. That's a beautiful image.
And he listens to the music too
Yeah.
when he's doing it. And I think he
Yeah.
do shrooms or something like that.
Yeah, he's on the level.
Yeah, he be tripping and shit. But
Wow.
it's detailed. It's some spiritual covers and stuff, you know. And,
Right.
and we finally came back. I went back to him this time around because we haven't used him in a few years, and that's because so many artists got him on the cover. So I was like, let me
Right.
give it a break. But I'm like, I miss my guy. I need that artwork. You know what I'm saying? So and he gave us some more magic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
Definitely.
His name is Tokyo.
did. Tokyo Ayama.
Really good magic right there.
Thank
I love
you.
it. Guys, that was Posted Up. We want to take a second to check in with our audience. Mary Jane, Snoop Dogg TV. We have a question or a comment from the audience. We're going to let them chime in. Give me the pinto bean burger, Holmes. I love Raheem Doggy Dog. Give me the pinto bean burger. That is a good point though.
Simone ese.
Now we're focused more on these impossible burgers that are more like meat, but the old OG vegetarian patty
Those are good,
was
though.
more oriented towards like the bean.
I don't consider those
I see-
hamburgers.
yeah,
I just
I'm
consider
fools
those
with those,
smashed vegetables.
That's a veggie burger, right?
Yeah, it's just smashed vegetables.
Smashed vegetable
These
burger.
new things, man, you can put them on the grill
Yeah.
outside. You know what I'm saying? And now the cheese will melt over them.
Right.
perfectly melt. You know what I'm saying? Like, man.
It's a whole new world. The pinto bean burger, though. So
I think that's people too.
You think the pinto bean burger is also
no,
people?
Impossible Burger.
Oh, the
man.
Impossible
that's
Burger.
spooky stuff, man.
Well, there is a GMO
What the heck
component
is that?
of that. Where I
What
feel
is
like,
Impossible Burger, man? What the heck is that? It
I
tastes
mean,
so good.
it's called impossible for a reason. Like, how can it taste that good?
Oh.
So,
Remember that movie Soylent Green?
oh, of course.
You
Soylent Green
know,
is made of
at
people.
the
Impossible beef. No, I ain't that because I eat it every
I know,
day.
seriously, you're gonna get banned off Bandcamp.
You hear
You're
me?
gonna start beef with Impossible
You
Burger.
hear
I'm
me?
gonna get banned for it. We got guys. Look, Dudley, you've summoned the UFO. You've spoken so much truth. The UFOs
Look
have a
what you
Hey,
beard.
you came in there.
What you done,
It's
done.
all right. I mean,
UFO.
we're all aliens, guys, when it comes down to it. So that's what happens.
Shoot, I ain't no alien. I'm indigenous.
Ooh.
Look at your face.
Now,
Yeah,
guys,
man,
this
he
is
ain't
something that
playing.
happens on occasion. There's a famous tennis player who stole my name.
For real?
A famous tennis player. His name is Noah Rubin.
Wow.
He's a young guy. He won the Wimbledon Junior.
That's him.
That's Noah Rubin. So sometimes
He has a
I get
stern jaw.
transformed. Yeah, stern
Wow.
jaw. I mean, he has a great name. I can at least say that. I may not have the tennis skills, but he has a great name. It may be a lot like mine, but whatever. I can deal with it.
Hey, hey now.
Now, guys, we've checked in with you. We checked in with the world, which is what we try to do in our segment we call Roll the News. We take some headlines. We look into them, we discuss them, because there's a lot of crazy shit going on in the world. We all know this. And the first one is a crazy story that has been getting a lot of attention over the last couple days. The Amazon is on fire, and Brazil's far-right president may be to blame. Guys, I think everyone's seen this story. The Amazon is on fire. I believe the story is that there's been an 80% increase in the number of fires recorded in the country last year, and a lot of it has to do with beef production.
Of course it
They're
do.
cutting down the trees in the
They've been doing
rainforest.
What
this
you
so
said
long.
yesterday.
Absolutely
They've been doing this since the
irreplaceable.
70s. They've been doing this a long time.
But this, whatever, it's not
Late
good.
70s.
Anything's going, whatever's going on, that's not good. That's our lung. You know what I'm saying? That is the Earth's lung. You cannot clog that up. That's like giving every human on Earth cancer now. You know what I'm saying? You can't mess with that.
Not only that,
That's a long other planet.
they're getting rid of a literally irreplaceable resource on Earth.
Man.
It's not something
Absolutely.
you can just go and plant.
But nothing
again.
surprises me in the last days, man. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing surprises me right now.
It don't.
Not right now. This is the last days of a system, and everything must die off before
Something
things
else
get
can be
renewed.
born.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna get rougher than this. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
that is how it feels.
How are they saying that this started?
Well, actually, the far right president of Brazil, his name is Jair Bolsonaro.
Okay.
He has a nickname which is Captain Chainsaw.
Okay.
Because he is so well known for doing nothing to protect the rainforests, and again letting things like cattle farmers just go in there and raise the forest in order to just let cattle graze there.
Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious, guys, it's a messed up situation. If anyone feels there's something we should be doing in order to change this, I think we should let everyone else know, because I don't think any of us want the Amazon rainforest to burn down or to let Captain Chainsaw do any more of his damage to the earth.
That's terrible, man.
It just seemed like the chain of the chain of command in their own hearts got to say no. That's how I feel like now. Because it really just takes that. It can't be somebody who make them say. It's like everybody got to start saying no. In their own self, like.
Yeah.
But this stuff has to happen.
I'm not gonna like that on
all
fire.
this that's going
Right,
down has
right.
to happen. It's happening. So,
You know what I mean? That's the
know,
only way it's gonna stop. I feel. It's like.
I mean, because everything's retro. We're in reverse right now, anyways. Like super reverse. Like I think it's because the universe moves in a spiral, and when the spiral winds up, it got to rewind that back. It got to go back the other way. I think we're going back. I think we came to the full spiral, and then now so we got to go through all the BS again.
Yep, it does.
But this time 7 times fold.
7 times fold, guys. I can't help but agree with that statement for sure. Especially, I have a number here for this story. There's been more than 72,000 forest fires in Brazil this year alone.
That is
72,000.
Yo,
No,
72,000.
that's government.
That's a lot.
That's government.
Of course.
right there.
Wow.
More than
That's a
half have been
lasering.
concentrated in the Amazon.
They just lasering that shit.
Wow, it's ridiculous.
It's like, and when you
They
think
did
about
They did that in the United States, in California.
yeah, man,
All them rich cats, their houses was on fire and
in the
stuff.
middle of this country, it's just flat. It's flat. All of it's gone for some cows. And you know what's so heavy is like, they don't even have to do that, Just stop eating them cows, man. Just
stop eating the cows. I also read a statistic that said that the same amount of forest, if you just used the indigenous forest, used it for rubber, used it for plant life, naturally kind of found the things from it without raising it that you could turn into a business, it actually makes more money than beef with the same amount of land. So, guys, check your facts, do your homework, put the fires out in Amazon, and let's try to keep it mellow and get headed in a better direction. We have a check-in from the audience, actually. Let's see what everyone out there. Noah, stop nursing that blunt. Koru, thanks for calling me out. I did think it did cross my mind. I was just enjoying, Kalia, I'm going to give full disclosure and full credit. She is the blunt roller resident. Sometimes we roll backwards. Sometimes we roll a sweet. We can show them on the desk cam if we want.
Blunt cam.
It's all right. All right.
We roll good.
There we go.
We roll good blunts here.
We roll.
Look at that.
Good.
Look at that.
Blunts here. Kalia is an expert.
It is good.
So anyway,
I'm
I got.
sorry.
No, you're good. You're
I
good.
got past her blunt. I was really enjoying it. I did nurse it a bit, and I appreciate you calling me out because that's real talk right there.
This is the most Georgia smoked in the whole ever.
Ever?
Not ever. No, wait. No, not ever.
So you're gonna be high as a cooter bug.
Today,
Georgia, are you not as much of a heavy smoker as Dudley?
I smoke a lot. I smoke the vape pen a lot. The cartridges.
I smoke a quarter a day.
But not so much flour. He's
not
a
a lot,
flour.
no.
He's a flour man.
Wow.
It depends who you are. Everyone has their different dosage. I'm going to take a moment to shout out our sponsors. Speaking of vape pens, this is the Loon Vaporizer. They're sponsors of the show. They have beautiful, classy packaging. Here, look at this. It comes in a nice tin.
This is very Cadillac.
For a vape pen friendly lady like yourself, this could be the kind of accessory that could make your day.
I mean,
Right? Shout out Loon Vaporizers.
All right.
Loon Vaporizers.
Yeah.
Get yours today.
Making it all happen.
Let's see what I do.
Get high today.
Please, here she goes. Oh, I don't know.
Did it pull?
Did the battery not? Here,
No, that thing don't work.
Here, let me see.
I hope the kids ain't watching this.
Guys,
Hey, babies.
That one's
I
battery
do smoke
dead.
though. I keep 1,000 with my children.
all right, we'll find another
They
one.
know.
Yeah, they know. They know.
A loon.
We have another story.
Not-
We have another story from Roll the News tonight. The NYPD just fired the officer who killed Eric Garner.
That's right.
It took many years. This incident occurred in July of 2014, and it took them until just a day or two ago to finally fire the officer who was
some
responsible
stuff?
for this
Now,
death.
my question, I know he was immediately placed on administrative leave. Has he been on leave this whole time, or was he allowed to return back
He
to
has
duty?
been on leave, but if you'll believe this, he's actually gotten pay raises while he's been
Ooh
on
wee!
leave.
Are you serious right now?
I am serious that
Wow.
he was put on leave and was still getting pay raises while on leave. Well, anyway, guys, this is like long overdue. I mean, truly an unbelievable situation.
I mean, oh my God. Like, when you think about that and then you just full circle that back to like, oh, you said retarded religions. This is the thing that we up against right there. It's like
yeah.
everybody
That's very
saw
well
it at the same daggone time. Like,
Yeah.
what happened? And going like, well, we need to go to trial.
Why? Right.
Like, that's like a private case.
I know I grew up running from them. I knew when we seen them,
Lord have mercy.
run.
Yeah.
Hit the alley. Hit the alley fast.
Whether you were doing something or not.
Yeah. Just hit the alley. Don't talk to them. Don't be around them. Nah. And that's all my life. Even now, I still get sweated by police. At my age, I be like, oh, come on. I get upset with them now. Like, go somewhere with that, young man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna call you sir or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they still pull you over with their hand on the gun looking at you crazy. Like, come on, man. I'm a grandfather, homie. But it's been like that all our life. And I think we sheltered our kids from it so hard.
Yeah.
So when this thing is happening now, because of the cameras and the TVs and stuff, it's really shocking them.
Yeah.
Because we shielded and sheltered our children from that.
Yeah.
Most cats in the, most gangbanger dudes at my age are got older. They made sure that their kids had a better upbringing than what we had. You know what I'm saying? So so really it is a big shock. This is something new to them.
Yeah.
We're all sitting there like, oh man, I remember that, and running from the police, getting beat up by police back in the days. Yeah, everybody got that story when the cop tripped. They had gang task force all on every block. You know?
Yeah.
They be funny with you. They act like they're your friend and stuff like that just so they can check you out, you know? Then they get you later on at night when you're in the alley drinking the beer or something like that. It's happened. I've had many friends hit with the stick, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, like in Oxnard, especially where I'm from, like they used to have a cop named Strut. When he came around, you ran. He was a
Right.
big muscle dude. He was trying to beat you down. You know, he didn't care about taking you into to jail or anything or giving you a ticket. He just wanted to beat you up. You know, that's what a lot of the cops think is. They just want to fight. It's a gang. You know, it's a
Institutional
gang. When you go to if say you go to county jail, you know, like I remember I've seen them Ventura County Jail police sheriffs, they throw up VC. You know? So I think it's something like this or something like that. They throw up that to each other. That's gang signs. You know what I'm saying? They gangbangers with legal guns.
Wow.
It's a little too much.
And what do gangbangers do? They shoot other gangbangers.
Yeah, so it's just really that deep. That was it.
So you give a cop a gun. First of all, you give any man a gun, there's that trip. There's that ego trip. There's no way in the world a man could walk around with a gun on his hip and not feel powerful.
Right.
You know? So your judgment's going to be off. You know?
Yeah.
When your heart starts beating, your judgment's going to
Oh
be
my
off.
goodness.
Absolutely.
And now that everybody feeds into it now, and it's constantly being fed into, don't you think these cops weren't brainwashed in the process of this also?
Sure.
To do even more?
Sure.
Without it, some cops don't even probably want to do it, but they're so brainwashed now. As soon as the dude runs, the little 16-year-old runs, his first thing is to shoot him in the back. First of all, that's punk.
That's what I'm
Shooting any man in the back is a punk. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what the reason is. You know? And usually when you're running, you don't have a gun. Most cats are running, they running because they got warrants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cats don't want to go to jail. They want to go home later on and smoke a blunt.
Yeah.
And they got
That's
a chance to
right.
get away one more day, they're going to do it. But now these cops are trained to kill. They're not even trained to kill. I don't think that police training does that because there's black policemen in the force too. But the black men in the police force, they sit around like coons. They just watch this happen. You know? Because they still got that Jim Crow thing in their brain.
Yeah.
And they really got it. They're superiors and stuff like that.
so
You know what I'm saying?
backwards. It's so
They're chain of
backwards. It
command
don't
and they're
make no
leaders
sense.
and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the military, Master Chief. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. It's all associated with slavery and stuff and Jim Crow and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Truth.
It ain't changed.
Nope.
Just got to be careful. You got to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Always. Most of us black dudes who got to this age, we protected ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was careful. We stayed mindful.
Yeah.
Because there was many times that we could be gone. Trillions of times. I've had bullet holes in my car before. You know what I'm saying? I know
Yeah.
that. I know that life, and it's not a cool thing. I know I shielded my kids from it, and the reason and the way they get back to it now is through music.
Yeah.
Because the music is only allowed a certain frequency right now. You know, I don't like to take away from how anybody eats, but that frequency is no good, especially to a melanated human who can suck up frequencies like crazy.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We're super antennas.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? We got a direct connect with the sun. Our melanin is a direct connect to the sun. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say folks get brown in the sunshine. You know what I'm saying? So we actually have this kind of little power, and it's being doused through sound and the way we're taught to feed our kids. And like you go in a rich neighborhood, the food is different in the grocery store.
Oh yeah.
Food deserts.
Way different. You know what I'm saying? Our grocery stores, even if we could see it, I live in a kind of cool neighborhood. You know, it's like the food is kind of a little better over there, and you could tell. You know what I'm saying? I go over to where my cousin or something stays at. It's bad. It's not good at all. You know,
Produce turned over, everything.
old food be in the shelves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if you notice, there's a lot of old food lately on the shelves, vegetables and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that GMO thing is starting to kick in and kick its own ass. You know, because you can't do it. Nature always finds a way to heal itself.
Don't it?
You know what
That's
I'm saying?
true.
It'll heal from GMO too, but we might not be able to eat the food no more. It might create something on it that we can't eat it ourselves to protect itself.
No longer nourishes us,
You know,
which is the point of plants that we eat.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of plants that we smoke, though, we have another story on Roll the News.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
it was just sitting there.
A
You
new-
see that? It was just
No,
sitting
because
there.
You were tired, I didn't want to interrupt.
It's all good. It's all good. New federal data shows youth marijuana use is not increasing under legalization. States that have legalized cannabis, youth marijuana use is not increasing.
It's the same.
Yeah, I think
In fact, people don't just because it's legalized in them weed shops. A lot of people don't use them things. It's too expensive.
Yeah.
It's like robbery and stuff. And the weed be half baked and stuff. All
very expensive.
LA's different though, because LA you can find spots that got super duper bomb. Vegas is novelty weed. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
for the tourists.
$60 novelty ace.
Oh boy.
And you do that because you're desperate and you don't feel like driving all the way across town to go get your homies weed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of whack.
It's a different era for sure, but it seems as though at least something which is younger people. It's always going to be a certain community that's drawn to it. You know what I mean? I don't think that it being legal or not legal.
Weed is weed. People smoke weed since day one on Earth. And Moses and them, the burning bush, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Moses and them.
Ain't nothing new. But what they putting in, the chemicals in the soils now might be a little problem. You might want to think about that sometime. Now that government got a hold of it, you really want to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because anything the government put their hand on, that's Luciferian. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Luciferian.
Very good word.
That is an adjective for your ass.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, Mary Jane, we're in here getting Luciferian. Snoop Dogg TV. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's about that time. I'm Noah Rubin. We're chilling with Georgia and Muldrow, Dudley Perkins. We're talking about their new record. It's absolutely amazing. You should be streaming it right now. Now, we checked in with you guys. We checked in with the world. We like to make sure we also check in with the stars. We do a segment we call Astrology Time. We step into another dimension. We break out our salt crystal lamp.
Hey.
It's a vibe.
We get moody. We flip the lighting a little bit. We try to go to another space. Now, guys, how much does astrology inform your thought process? Do you guys follow astrology?
Oh, of course. Yes.
I don't know much about astrology, but I stargaze.
Oh, yeah.
I see the shooting stars all the time. The green ones, the little tiny ones. The little moving things.
You gotta get you high
The little things that are going like that over there. When you look at them, they try to take off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what those are, but I've been known to. I've called ships. You know what I'm saying? I could call ships, man. I think anybody who dwell with the funk can do that. I think 'cause I've heard stories about it, but I've seen it. I've pulled people outside, peep that out, and I've showed it many people. So
I've seen it a gang of times. A gang of times.
Amazing.
Like real talk. Like I don't know what they are. They could be satellites. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think satellites doing that, moving that fast, and changing directions. You know what I'm saying? And you got to see what it is. You go as soon as you feel like, as soon as something says go outside and look up. Just do it one day, and you'll look up. You'll see it. But you got to look, and then it'd be so dim. It'd be fainter than the stars, or whatever them things are. On the other side of the firmament.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But they start doing little zigzag, real slowly, and then they go straight up.
Okay.
And then they disappear out your sight. I've seen many. I've seen big ones. I've seen ones that are cloaked. The triangle ones are cloaked. You know what I'm saying?
We done drove.
When you look up, if you can catch it, it's cloaked, and you can see that there's no other stars around it, and it's a triangle, and it moves real slowly, and you can see the cloakness, it's like a little crazy shit.
A gang of times.
Long time ago, cats were seeing motherships, like in the 70s.
Yep.
But people were taught not to look up. They were taught to look at these TVs. So people don't really stargaze anymore. Saying when we're supposed to. That's ancient stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's the original entertainment at night.
That's right.
But the first one I ever saw was a big one. It was years ago. I think it was like in 1978. I looked up and it looked like an upside down Simon Says. You know what I'm saying? It was on Christmas. I remember that. People would be like, "Oh, you be tripping." No, this is real talk.
Right.
I've seen ships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a lot of people who have the same
Have you
story
ever
that
been
you
real
know.
deep in Shroomville?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I have.
Deep where you see the aliens?
I've definitely seen some things that were from another dimension.
They got the Greys up in there, man. The Greys be up in a deep room trip. And the ones that look like the praying mantis, the Greys work for the praying mantis cats. And when you get into that one space, that one room, I shroom tripped. You know what I'm saying? Like for a whole year, I psychedelically tripped, not just shrooms, all kind of organic psychedelics. Plant resins, lotus, plant resins, and everything. And I got to the point where I got to see what people call God. But before that, you got to go through all this, the Hall of Shame and all this craziness and stuff. And one of the rooms, man, there's Oh man, them rooms was crazy. That's a different story though. You know?
That's so interesting.
Absolutely, man.
But there's when you go to a certain room, say when you're on a bad trip, you know, the tiki heads in Hawaii and all that. And,
true.
The Mayan calendar and all that, whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
You know, that pops up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit be popping up, coming at you. The big old Mayan thing. Oh,
Monoliths of
You know what I'm saying?
ancient worlds.
yeah, there's stuff up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the
man.
truth. So what we did is we looked at both of your horoscopes. You know how sometimes it can work. It says this thing, it says that thing. Sometimes you agree with it, sometimes we don't.
Y'all
We took
thorough,
both of
y'all
your
thorough out
charts.
here
We
doing
took both of your charts.
charts.
And happy birthday, sir. You just celebrated a birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
So-
birthday to me.
We took phrases from each of your charts. You guys are gonna guess whose chart it came from. So you just tell me whether you think it's from George's chart or from Dudley's chart.
You know we soulmates now.
Okay,
This
ready?
gonna be
Number
hard.
1. Their personality resembles a volcano under an iceberg. Whose chart do you think that's from?
That would be me probably.
Yeah, you think that's a
But I'm a
Dudley?
cool cat, but I got a hot temper though. So
Okay, Georgia,
maybe
what's
not.
what's your guess? Georgia or Dudley on that one?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
But that's you too.
That's me. It's me.
That's you
Okay,
too.
Dudley, you vote Dudley. Georgia, you don't vote Georgia.
That's 'cause we-
The answer is from the chart. That Georgia, that was from your chart.
Yeah, that's it's like me.
Volcano under the
I'm
iceberg.
like, wait a minute, that's you, man.
keep it
When
cool.
you get mad, it'd be crazy.
All right, we have another one. Number 2 is has the grit and ability to come back from difficult circumstances.
Oh, boom.
Yeah, I can.
Dudley is a wonder.
There's a lot of challenges out there, guys.
Dudley is a wonder, and somehow we keep making it
But-
through.
I don't know, because we both
You strong.
came back from difficult bullshit.
That's right. You inspired me to come. You
you
inspired
go,
me
guys.
to win my battles, though.
Absolutely.
You
Well,
definitely inspired that.
the answer is Dudley. Dudley, that is
Yeah,
from
yeah,
your
I would say.
horoscope.
Yeah,
The
that's
grit
you,
and ability
man.
to come back. I like it.
Oh, I'm 2 for 2.
All right,
Hold on,
guys.
hold on.
We're doing it right here. Number 3, love completes them in mind, body, and spirit.
That's Georgia.
Yeah. No, but that's you too.
I'm
See, that's
hard.
what
I'm crazy
astrology.
too,
You
man.
know, they get everybody.
I be tripping.
I
though
think they
sometimes.
do sometimes. That's definitely a pattern that you see. Technically, Dudley, that was from your chart, though.
Oh, I'm 3 for 3.
You hit. Go on.
It's crazy right now.
On fire, guys. On fire like the sun.
Until I start losing.
I'm just losing.
No, until I start losing.
Right.
Be like, I know.
This is not a Kino machine, right? Number 4, focused on achievement and are willing to put all else on hold. Who's willing to just say, this is where I'm going, everything else needs to pause?
Woo.
That's Georgia because she don't stop. She stay focused. Full fledged. That's me. I should have won that one. Georgia's focused.
Georgia, you got a guess there? You agree with him?
Say it one more time. Say the statement one more time.
Focused on achievement and are willing to put all else on hold.
Woo. Yeah. I don't know. That's Dudley too, though. I don't know.
It's Georgia's.
Yeah.
It's George. That's from your chart,
Oh
Georgia.
wow.
And I think you pretty much called that one.
I
think you
feel
said it was-
that, but it's like, but a lot of my work ethic is inspired by Dudley though. He's the
Yeah.
one that gives me like he'll like we alley oop so many different things.
Yeah.
So it's like without him being there to keep me focused, that achievement or like that mind on achievement, that even that like that kind of mind state,
Yeah.
he inspired that. You know, it's like you do.
It's like people
You make
working.
sure I get shit done.
Keep work happening. We work at home, so we all gotta.
Yeah,
put
we work
in.
at home. Yeah.
Like Georgia just works hard though. It's crazy. She ain't afraid to work on music. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm here to do.
Yeah, every day, all day. We have another one, guys. They are careful about what they eat. That's the element.
I am.
Yeah, it seems, Dudley, like you're pretty focused on the food, and that's on point. That's what the horoscope said.
I'm real careful.
Very, very thoughtful. Was that something that came naturally to you?
These charts is kind of.
Well, I grew up with chefs. My mom and my grandmother. My grandmother used to have a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? So, and I was in the military as chef. I was a cook, not chef, but a cook in the military. So we learned about sanitary and all that, you know. But then I got a sensitive stomach too, and it's real sensitive since I've been a vegan. So you know, I'm real careful. But I just figure it's more like a warning signal. My stomach's a warning signal, so I don't eat crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you know, be mindful of what you eat.
Yeah, you cook so well too,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that that's part of it too. He just don't want to eat no junk. You know, he'll eat like chef approved junk like Burger King, but it's not like if you just go on somebody's cooking and not cooking with love, he don't. It ain't.
I won't eat it. I go to the restaurant and eat, bite out of it, like.
He'll know.
And then the waitress will even come back. You want me to take it back? No, because when it come back, it's gonna come back different. You know what I'm saying? They might spit on it in the back because they might think I didn't like the food.
Yeah, he's serious about food.
But, you know,
he's very.
Because there's vegan restaurants that don't
foodie.
really tend to care about flavor. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
It's just more the vegan thing.
Yeah.
Put some salt and pepper in there.
Yeah,
sometimes,
please.
some garlic
Season
or
your
something.
food.
Season it up.
Season like you seasoned it before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's reasonable. We have one more, guys, on tonight's installment of Astrology Time. They have the ability to motivate people.
That's me.
Yeah.
I be clowning with it. I be motivating everybody. I don't care if it's wrong. It's wrong, but I know what I do.
Yeah.
I get records out of people who didn't even think they could do music.
I said it earlier.
You know
Like
what I'm saying?
I already said it earlier in this. Like I already.
I'm trying to motivate my kids to do music. I'm like, you gonna do a song? For
That's
me?
right.
Yeah.
I
That
give
is
$100.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I give $100.
Do another record. Do this. He's an idea man. He's an idea man.
I love that. Have you guys gotten the kids to do much music?
Some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, once in a while.
You got to cough up the $100 though.
I give them more than that all the time. They owe me. Yeah, they owe me.
Well, that's how the music game goes, right? A lot of money getting spent, not necessarily the most money getting made.
But money motivates people, man.
That's
It
true.
do.
It's a real motivator.
do.
It's a real motivator. Well, guys, you did great on the Astrology Time installment.
What was the
tonight.
last one?
Oh, that was the last one. They have the ability to motivate people. That's you.
Okay.
Oh no, that's Georgia. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
That was guys. I dropped the ball. That was the twist.
Right.
That was the twist ending. That was
Right.
the twist ending, Georgia. Is that actually came from yours?
It was me, huh?
Yeah, but
I
You're
think
the alien now.
got the alien in the room.
But you know, but Dudley, you know how I say you be around somebody a long time.
Yeah.
And then you know, it's like you start to mirror one another.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, if I mirror any part of Dudley, like I'm doing better. I think he's definitely the better half.
Yeah.
Not for real.
You high.
I'm really not. I've been sipping the blunt. I ain't been
Sipping it.
taking chest hits. I ain't no fool now.
That's truth. That's truth. Now, guys, Mary Jane, Snoop Dogg TV, thank you guys so much for checking in with us. We've been chilling here. It's about that time. Guys, before we wrap up the show, do you want to let anyone else out there in the world of Mary Jane and Snoop Dogg TV know about what they should be checking for you on the horizon?
Well, after this record right here, the G&D, which I think people should check out. In fact, they should check out the one before that, prior to that, called Young Spirit.
Oh my goodness.
That's what leads up to the G&D records.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The politics of those records. But probably soon, real soon, there's a new record Georgia produced with Elzai. Mm-hmm. And I think it's one of the coldest. You know who Elzai is, right?
Mm-hmm.
From Slum Village and stuff. I think it's one of the coldest rap records. It's going to be a historic rap record next year. It's sick. It's amazing. You know, we're just looking for a home for it right now. And then there's also another record that we're putting out on our own label that Georgia produces, a jazz record called Joyty. Mama You Can Bet.
Yeah,
Mama
that's
You
right.
Can Bet. That'll be coming out soon. And then we're working on a bunch of projects like I got my guy Ayon Bassa.
Yeah.
Working on his project.
Yeah.
One of our artists named Ojai.
Yes, right.
Who else we dealing with right now? So who else is there? Shit, that's it. Is that our whole team? And Desi, Miss Desi. We
Yeah,
got
Miss Desi coming out on a
She's on the
single
actual
now.
album. You
Yeah.
know, and I'm working with Entertainment One, and one of my partners is actually B.J. Armstrong from the Chicago Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
So me and him are working on projects.
Yeah.
In fact, the Elzai project is me and him put that together. You know
Very
what I'm
dope.
saying? And yeah, it's a very dope.
I'm excited to hear that.
It's a sick record, like
Thank you.
amazing record, man. Elzai really put the bars on there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good piece of music, you know. And we as soon as we get home for that, we're gonna actually do another record together. I don't know what it is. It might be a compilation. I might do a solo record. I don't know. I don't know. It depends what we come up with. But I mean, you never know. It's all the time. We dropping music all the time. You know.
Totally.
I always say like this, real quick. When you're a real author and you write books, before you die, you have a whole library written. You know what I'm saying? So don't fake the funk. If you got music in you, we don't need it every 4 years. We need it every year. We need to be updated every year what these artists are doing with their music. You know what I'm saying? And that helps raise vibration also, because if you sit there for 5 years waiting on a record to get done, you get stagnant. You know what I'm saying? So your music is not really what it's supposed to be. That's how I feel.
Yeah, you got to stay in practice.
So you got to
Yeah, there you go.
You know, because right now, you think about it, Georgia has probably more records from a female producer than any female on the planet right now.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Absolutely.
You think so?
Like if you call the world record book,
I don't know.
if you called the Guinness World Record book, you'd probably get it.
Sarah Vaughan got a lot of like them jazz ladies, the old school jazz. They got a gun.
If they got about 50 records, then yeah.
Yeah, it be in the.
Okay.
They be up there, like the jazz. Like, see, I think that you think like a jazz like producer because that's how they do. Like, it's just so you can get a snapshot of where they at.
I came up under a cat named Madlib.
Yeah, he
Prolific
got he got.
And my whole crew.
He got a lot of
because
records.
of this guy, because he did not play. He make 50,000 beats in a day, and they're all amazing. And I grew up that way. I grew up that way. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, figure like music is something it breathe it. You know what I'm saying? And it heals you too at the same time. So do so much of it heal. You know, or just if you're not making it, at least listen to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Constantly keep your body with that. You know.
Very, very wise words. Guys, speaking of listening, make sure you check out the new record, Black Love and War. About that time, Mary Jane, Snoop Dogg TV, Dudley Perkins, Georgia Ann Muldrow, Sasha J, The Dancing Skeleton, Kalia McNeil. About that time, guys. We'll be back soon. See you very soon.
I got to dance in my lap, though. That skeleton, that bony.